Predicting Michigan's 2025 regular season schedule. August 30th, they open at home versus New Mexico, and this should be a fairly easy win. There might be some jitters to start the season, as there are with a lot of teams, but I think you can look at Bryce Underwood to get some very valuable in-game reps here. And then September 6th, they go to Oklahoma, and I think this is a tough game to predict. I'm not a big Brent Venables fan. I don't think he's done a great job at OU and is undoubtedly on the hot seat, right? However, on paper, I think there are some things that I like with OU. The backfield might be fun to watch with the addition of Jaden Ott, the running back from Cal. Then they got John Mateer, the quarterback from Washington State. And also, this is at Oklahoma. The crowd is going to be juiced. I think it's too early for Bryce Underwood to be ready to win them this game, so I'm taking OU. September 13th, home versus Central Michigan. I think the Wolverines get back on track here with a win, and I think this is around the time where maybe you start to see Bryce Underwood take over as a starting quarterback, assuming he hasn't done so already. I don't know if he's going to be the starter week 1. If he's not, week 3, week 4, you could see him win that job. September 20th at Nebraska. I think the Cornhuskers can jump up and get them here. This is the second game of Sharon Moore's suspension, so that's something that's notable. Also, second year Dylan Raiola, I think he might challenge Michigan's defense a little bit. And look, Michigan is going on the road with an inexperienced freshman quarterback while also missing their head coach. My gut feeling here is a loss. Then they have their first bye, and they'll return to action October 4th, home versus Wisconsin. I like Luke Fickell, but I don't think his program is in a great place right now. I think Michigan takes advantage of the bye week to get things right, get some guys healthy, and just continue to progress with Bryce Underwood. And I think around here is maybe when you can start to see Bryce get more comfortable. So I'm taking Michigan. October 11th at USC. I think this could be a tight game. Maybe you get a few fireworks. I don't have a lot of faith in Lincoln Riley. And if Michigan can beat them with last year's team, then I think they can beat them with their team this year, which should be much improved. So I'll take a Michigan win. October 18th, the back home versus Washington. And I think this could be a tough game. And especially if Washington is good, as some people think they're going to be. Damon Williams, he has some work to do. He has to improve a little bit, but he could be a lot of fun to watch if he hits. Washington also won the game when they played last year. I don't know. Ultimately, this is a big road trip for the Huskies, and I think Michigan gets the job done here as well. October 25th at Michigan State. There are still questions clearly about Jonathan Smith and Aiden Childs. This is going to be their third season together. Also, it's a rivalry game. Those games can be weird, but I would think that Michigan is starting to catch their stride here down the stretch of the regular season. November 1st, home versus Purdue. I'm going to guess a blowout win here at home. Then they'll go into their second bye week before returning November 15th at Northwestern. This is going to be another win, another likely blowout. And that leads us into November 22nd at Maryland. And this could be the exact opposite of the last two games. This screams trap game. In 2023, Michigan played at Maryland on almost the exact same weekend, and they had to escape with a 31-24 win. Ohio State has also had issues playing at Maryland before the rivalry game, so that same exact weekend. It's a really weird place to play, I think, at that time of the year, and also sometimes Maryland isn't a complete pushover, so this just screams trap game. And then finally, the game, November 29th, home versus Ohio State. As much as it pains me to say this as an Ohio State fan, I'm picking Michigan for this. Michigan continues to dominate the rivalry, and they have the clear mental advantage that Ohio State once had under Jim Tressel and Urban Meyer. Good Michigan teams, great Michigan teams, and even the bad Michigan teams like last year, they've all found a way to beat Ohio State. And they're getting Ohio State at home. I think Bryce Underwood at this point in the year might be really good. I'm picking Michigan. So that would be a 10-2 regular season, and they would almost certainly be in the college football playoff.